happening? I tell you exactly what's happening. Welcome back to another video. Now, I'm excited about this one. It's something many of you have asked over the channel over the last, I don't know, 6 months or so, when you're doing a 140 video. So I tell you what, for all you people, this is that video, and it's also going to be an honest review video for anyone that's considering buying one of these. The car, the staple of this car, yeah, that B58 engine in this is absolutely perfect. Good morning. But yeah, it's just a complete and utter vibe, if you know what I'm saying. I love the car, and this has been my daily driver for the last 8 months, 9,000 odd miles. It's perfect for the money of what this car is. It's a sub 20 grand car, depending on age, etc. It is a good car. So come on, let's get into this video. Now, I can tell you facts, figures, specs of this car all day long, yeah, but that's something a 6-year-old could pop up on Google and find, you know. We want to keep it interesting, we want to keep it fun. But what I will say, 2017 car, for me, I think it's just the best year of these 140s. Before all the LCI stuff, all the quieting, you know, the filters and that, well, just stuff that made them boring. These, 2017 is a staple year. Estral Blue, 2017, staple year, you know what I'm saying? And what's rare about this? I know most 140s are going to be a future classic, yeah, but this one's going to be even more of a future classic because it is manual. And I do believe someone once told me it's one of about 600 made. Yo, don't forget, with the 140s here, there's a couple of different spec levels you can get. Obviously, Shadow Edition is one that you really want. This, non-shadow, because I wanted to find a manual. There was no shadows out there at the time. But that's all right, because this is a race spec. You know what I'm saying? It's got heated seats. That's all you need. Pro nav, like all you boys on the pages keep saying. Don't need pro nav. It's one direction I'm going. Road, you know what I'm saying? Right, so the default setting of this car, yeah, you start it up in comfort. That's what it stays in. Unless you want to put it in Sport Plus, obviously, traction. That sort of vibe. But anyway, right, everyday driving, yeah, comfort.
Yes.
It's a quiet car. It's a nice vibe. What are you saying?
Gets the job done. Feds up there, man. Be careful.
Feds happening, boys.
Feds in it.
Anyway, they ain't gonna look at us today because we're in comfort mode, yeah, which is basically.
They won't notice us in this car at all.
No, truth. Right, so obviously the car has various modes, yeah. Default setting is comfort. There's an Eco Pro mode, which I've never ever been in. It's a, you know, it's the wrong car, right? I've never been an Eco Pro in my life. It's not my sort of vibe. I thought, as I said before, if I wanted economy, I'd buy a diesel. So just above that, then you've got sport, yeah. Obviously, valves open. It feels a bit nicer. Everything's a bit tightened. We like tight stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's that sort of vibe. Above that again, then Sport Plus. That's where you want to be, because you know you're turning off that traction control. You're having a bit more of a vibe. That's where you want to be.
And a bit more noise, presumably.
Yeah, exactly that. But I tell you what we'll do, yeah, we'll get out of this mundane, boring city life. We'll go on some roads, and then we'll give a little nice point of view of what the different modes are like, where, you know, power-wise, sound-wise, all that sort of thing. Let's kick a different school, innit? Different school? Let's kick it old school.
Let's go and kick a school.
Let's not kick a school. Right, only spell I like in this then, pussy.
Only when you were driving.
Right, so this spot, yeah, this is our uncle spot, yeah, it's one of our little private sets that we got for Viking. Right, tell you what, yo, behind the scenes before we get into this, come on, let's let them hear it, because it's B58, right, I tell you, they sound pretty awesome, and being a 17 plate, yeah, right, you've got the best, because you know, you won up from that 135i, you've got that B58 engine, you've got none of that fuel stuff. Go stand round the back, yeah.
I'll go and stand round the back, I will.
No particular filters, and I will say as well, yeah, this is a non-M Sport exhaust, this is just a normal exhaust, yeah.
Excuses is what I'm hearing.
So what you got going on there, yeah, literally this car, that perfect. I was going to sit down on you standing up, you're messing me all about. That's all right, we keep rolling. You know, that's how we do it, right? So anyway, there's 3 litre in this, yeah, that perfect straight 6, yeah, 335 horsepower, 369 foot-pounds of torque, yeah. And I can tell you what, stage 1 on these, you're talking early 400s, you know what I'm saying? Stage 2 plus, 500. These are quick cars, and you're not going to get a quicker car for the money than these. But you can have a bit of fun, and you can pop the kids in if you've got any. Sad few boys in it, sad few, I'm joking, innit? But these, awesome little whips. Do you know what I love about it? I've done none of the bits on this. I put no diffuser on it. I've put no M3, M4 mirror caps on it. I've put no spoiler on it. Because I love, if you look at it, aside from what, well, if you know it, you know innit. But what I love about it, this car is so subtle, it may as well be a 116i. That's what I love about it.
From my point of view, it is really low key, to be fair. It's like, other than the wheels and the noise it makes, it is really low key. There's nothing to make it stand out. Also, if you know, you know, we're in here in our film studio, which has got a bit of a urine smell at the moment. I'll be honest, I'm going to go back down here.
Right, anyway, just like that, we're back in the task in hand, innit? So I tell you what, yeah, these, I know I've said it, these are going to be a future classic. I'm not even joking. BMW got it wrong with the new 135i. That new F40 platform, granted, it's a good car, don't get me wrong, but it's no 140. Going to that 2 litre, that, you know, that 4-cylinder, it may as well be a Golf car opposed to what these are. These are driver's car. I tell you what, you pop the LSD on one of these as well. Awesome. Right, so either in the 2-door or 4-door platform, I think they both look just as good if I'm honest. If so, 3-door, 2-door, maybe a little bit better. Anyway, yeah, fuel economy on these cars is not actually that bad. For a 3 litre with a turbo, does pretty well. Granted, manual car, I'd probably get that a little bit better, but on an average daily basis, I'm somewhere between like 25 and 30 miles per gallon, but that's driving, foot down, Mexico, that sort of vibes. But I've seen boys up on the pages that are like doing like 40-something miles per gallon, and to be fair, it's like I wouldn't want to try and do that anyway. I haven't bought the car to do miles per gallon. If I want to do miles per gallon, I'll jump in a diesel. For me, it's an everyday fun sort of car. Having 335 horsepower as a standard platform is perfect. If you want to overtake, you've got the power. If you want to have a bit of fun, you can do it. Granted, open diff on this one. It'll still slide if you wanted to. If you're single, yeah, this is a car for you. You know, it will get attraction. Girls know what's up, innit? Although, if you've got a family, wife, couple of kids, I got the wife bit, I got no kids. But it's still a little perfect daily driver for everything you want to do. If you want to nip to Tesco's or nip to the Nürburgring, car for you. We're going to join our Mexico roads now. We're just in the comfort center.
Right,
Is that expensive cameras?
Right, that's all the camera equipment.
There's a roundabout coming up on our Mexico highway, of course.
I'll just hold on to my expensive
Literally,
camera.
this is just a comfort setting. So we're dropping it down. Don't forget now, this is so much more engaging for me over an automatic, simply because of it's a manual car. I've got full control of it. So we're going to jump in. See, even in comfort, see, that's the problem. The traction control is kicking on. You're losing valuable seconds when it's fighting for that traction, even with the Pilot Sport 4s or 5s. So comfort setting, though, will get you up to the speed quick enough. Does the job. What are you saying?
This is all special effects. We're not really driving quickly, we're in a studio.
We are in a studio, but
And also, I have altered the edit to give the appearance of speed and performance.
that, as we said, basically it's a 1.6.
It is basically a 116D. He's the D.
Oh, I put a D in, you know what I'm saying? Let's kick it into sport then, yeah?
And the buttons are right next to the gear stick.
Which is nice, because you are, yeah, you know, you're right there. Granted, on like, it was nice on the M4 when you had the M1, M2 buttons, but yeah, it's easy enough there. You've driven this car all the time, you know where it is, you haven't got to go looking for it. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do. We go in Holland?
Yeah, we'll do Holland in a minute, and I'll do another run now, same road, in sport. Right, boot, yeah, to be fair, it's got a pretty decent trunk space in there. Boot.
Let me give you a little tour of our film set, right? We got a learner driver over there pretending they're learning how to park, but that's just another film we make, innit, on our film set. Got some noisy youths over there. Lucky they gone that way, so don't have to.
Space-wise in this car, yeah, considering it is literally a compact, a hot hatch, or whatever you want to call it, I'm 6'4", I fit in it properly. Rear seats, I don't sit in the rear, so I don't really care. Dan, go and have a little nosy.
I won't fit in a back.
What are you saying? Well, just come and have a little nosy at a minute.
First of all, let's get a little close-up on exactly what this looks like.
Right, let's do it. Yeah, but don't forget, I'm 6'4", yeah. I sit back a bit further than the average person, yeah?
6'4", he's about 38 stone as well.
42 last time I checked. Right, you can sit in there, granted it wouldn't be comfy. Let me come around. Right, what are you saying?
I'm saying this is awful.
Right, granted, it's not a lot of space in the back, but it retracts to my earlier statement of, if you're single or got a wife or kids, it's the perfect car for you.
If I was single, I wouldn't be getting up the all in the back of this thing.
Anyway, let's see him get out of it. Go on. Do this gracefully.
I was gonna say roll the seat forward, didn't I?
Do this gracefully.
Oh, mate.
He's out. There we go. He's out. Perfect, mate. No problems at all.
87 years old, I am. Mobility, that's me.
Right, also, there's a little added extra in here for you, yeah. I know we always rave about the Pilot Sport 4S's. That's why I had on my M4, that's why I rate them. That's initially, well, this side, but I'm trying out the new Pilot Sport 5s, yeah. It was slightly cheaper, I thought, let's go for it. We weren't going to keep the car long term, but I still wanted something decent. Do you know what? In the wet for driving it hard, it's not much different for the 4S's. So if you want to save a bit of $1, 5s are just as good. I know they say no turns, but whatever I want.
He's not really turning where it says no U-turn. This is special effects.
Right, so what we're going to do now, to kick it fair, we're going to go down to the same stretch of Mexican highway that we just did. We'll put the car in a sport setting, where you can hear any difference in noises, feel, all that sort of stuff. It'll be interesting to see if the traction is going to kick out exactly like it just did on that run.
Okay, so once again, this is all special effects, this is in a simulator, none of this is actually happening. We are rebooting the simulator.
Exactly, right, you put your disc in and we're good to go,
I've got my disc in all the way it can go.
Right, so here we go, we're in the sports setting. You can already tell the way it's holding the revs and the sounds are completely different. Don't forget, you've got that nice little, we'll come back to that anyway. Right, look, anyway, it's kicking on the corner, you can feel the difference in it. Rev match is what I wanted to say on your downshift, so it's there ready for you to go. Anyway, we've got people pulling out on us on our Mexican.
Now, if you're looking for a review of what Sport Plus is like, it just shot the camera off the windscreen. Let's have another go at that.
Anyway, let's go for it. We're in Sport, not Sport Plus, so traction is on. Let's kick it into roundabout. Rev match is doing its thing as soon as we dip back clutch. So anyway, handling of this car, considering it's rear-wheel drive, it handles no
Why have
problem
you just
at
pulled
all.
out in front of us?
People like to do that, bro. But anyway, let's kick it in there, You can feel the traction starting to fight and do his job. But there's much less slip that time than what it was in the comfort setting, which is quite unusual. But it's a quick little car, do you know what I'm saying? There's no doubt about it.
So yeah, I've gone into the computer settings there, I've upped the graphical quality to Ultra, and to put him in Sport Plus now.
Exactly that. So the speedo on this car goes up to 160 miles per hour, So let's just say
the printed numbers go up to 160. The needle does go further than that.
it does, right? On our last trip to the Autobahn that we had,
yes,
we would come past an M3, we would gauge it off his speed, but we must have been going about 173, 174.
Autobahn, CM3, isn't it?
Autobahn vibes,
What's happening, Luke?
So it is a very quick car, and you put a map on these, and I tell you what, you'll be very surprised. Now, what I like about this car is, I know a lot of the time I'm going to be quicker than most other people on the road here, but they don't expect it. They'll come next to you at a traffic light, they'll come next to you at a roundabout, and it's like, you can hear them rev and the wanting to go.
Very low-key car.
Yeah, exactly. It literally it's just so subtle, this car is, but that's one of, the quirks that I love about it, and if you ever consider an M140, you should just go straight ahead and go and buy one. Beetle. But what we're going to do now, we're going to insert the Holland disc, and we're going to transport you to another magical place. It's a driver's car. It's so driver's focused. The way this is, right, there's no doubt about it. This is a performance hatch, and it's a good one at that. I love it. Every single gear change. Doesn't matter if you're on roads like this. It doesn't matter if you're on a motorway. It's all a bit of fun. True story. It's so driver's focused. I would go as far to say, I've said this before, maybe not on camera, this car feels more focused to drive now, more fun in it than I did my M4 competition with the auto box, DCT box, whatever you want to call it. Manual is just where it's at. The way you come into a corner, the way you just dip that down, and it's there ready for you. Honestly, it's such a vibe. Sport Plus 2, that's how this car should be driven, always. Brakes work pretty damn good as well, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't quite a slam on enough, but yeah, it works. Let's just turn those hazards off. Safety things, innit? Crunch our box, that's alright, it don't matter. But let's get it in. Sometimes when you want to do it, it's like that rev match, you want to be ahead of the red match if you're quick shifting. But we've got people on our little Mexican. That's the problem. So many people out for a little bit of a jolly. But no, I love these cars, I rate them. And what I also find with a lot of automatic M cars, doesn't matter if it's a 140, 240, M3, M4, always lose the back end. When you put it into second gear, right, that auto shifts in, it loses traction, and it just kicks out. That's why so many people lose it. This, because you're in full control, you know when it's going to be, you know when it's not going to be. It's there ready, there's no hassles, there's no drama, and to be fair, the car turns into a little bit of a hero. You've not actually got to do that much about it. I do love this car. Good fun. Very good fun. Pilot's 45's doing their thing. He's moving, he knows I'm coming in hot. Oh, there we go.
That smells like burning. Just about to start filming some cinematics now. Tell me you German without telling me you German. Look at this, there's a badge under the bonnet, right? You've got your tidy little starty things there, right? Everything's hidden away. Look at the over-engineering on that.
Mate, gas struts as well. Yeah, do you know what? Nothing is
Two
too far
clips.
for it. This is what I'm saying. It's a lot of car for the money. True story.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, you probably pay £5 over sticker to get a bonnet that does that. Nah. Not going on yet. Officially, that's the end of the cinematics. There's nothing remarkable about this car. It's so low
daily
key.
driver. That's what I'm saying. It's a 140. Yeah, all that engine is basically slotted in a 1.6 M Sport. Do you know what I'm saying? It's true. There's no factors about it.
I might as well go and film an Astra. It's happening, Bobby B.
But yeah, there's no like huge key factors about it. That's why obviously when people do it, they put the carbon hood on it, they put an M2 front bumper on it, they've got that diffuser, they got the spoiler, they put the mirror caps on it.
So I apologise, didn't get more cinematics. A boring looking car.
I like the fact that it's subtle, yeah, that's why I bought it, because I leave this car everywhere and I don't care about it. When I had the M4, the RS3, I'd be scared to leave it anywhere. True story, this, I don't care about it, and that's why I love my 140 so much. Anyway,
how did you used to find it in car parks, seeing as it looks the same as every other 1 Series out there?
Oh, I kicked
I'm playing.
Yeah, I know. I tell you when you're there as well, you might notice I got the normal plate back on, not my private plate, yeah? See the kazoo thing on there? You want to know how a kazoo video works? Go and watch it.
Kazoo?
Right, anyway, yeah, last thing I will say, because we've done enough chatting about the outside of this car, we'll show you some inside bits in a minute. The most important stuff is driving, but don't forget, a 140 is good German quality. Do you know what I'm saying? Recommend it. Right, so here we go, yeah, we're going to give you a little POV point of view of a 140 inside. That are very much the same structure you see across all the BMW platforms of this era. It's easy, it's nice, there's no touch stuff. You know, you've got your iDrive buttons down here. Everything works very, very well. Of course, there's no Pro Nav, right? But what you do have is heated seats. They paid for heated seats, they didn't pay for Pro Nav. There's no parking sensors on this car, there's no rear camera on this car, there's no cruise control on this car. But I will say, it's not a POV spec car, it's a race car. They save in weight, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a lovely place to be. You know, everything, it just works. You fit in this car, no problem at all. You've got spacious wise there, the wheel is there, obviously.
Car of it where you are, mine. That's a wheel, isn't it? That feels quite nice, actually.
I switched up the normal M Sport one that was in there and put the actual M Performance with a bit of carbon in there, a bit of Alcantara there. That makes such a difference over the one that's in there for driving. Honest to God, I was going to get the matching gear stick as well, but that's for another story, because you're going to have to wait and see what's happening, innit? But yeah, point of view of this car, it's a 1 Series BMW.
Steering wheels there.
Right, so that Estral Blue, yeah, I love that colour. As I said, it's very much of that time, that late 2000s, you know, that sort of time frame. Come and have a look, right, of the inside, because the interior colour, I absolutely hate it. But again, it's something I had to live with to get a manual one. Come on. Trouble is with interior like that, shows up a little every bit of dirt. But I tell you what, yeah, purposely, because I knew we were going to do this review video, I haven't cleaned that seat since I've had this car, right? And it has, you know, it's held up better than the grey that was in the M4. I'll be honest with you. But, you know, it could do with a scrub, because I was doing this up. Look at the handle. The dirt literally just comes off it. That's the colours of this car, but Estral Blue. Right, so anyway, just like that, it's a nice, short, quick, fun, fast video, just like the M140 is. True story. I love this car. I think it's a great car, and it's been one of my favourite daily drivers I've had over the last couple of years. Do you know what, as I said briefly in that video, I prefer this daily driving to my M4 competition. It's just something about it. It's a little bit of a character. It's got nothing to prove. It doesn't need to show anything. It's just a driver's focused car that you can have fun with. Throw the wife in it, throw the kids in it, whatever you've got in your situation. If you're considering one, honestly, go and view one, go and test drive one, go and buy one. Just skip right ahead and go to that buy factor. You know, you've got similar cars in the category, but they ain't gonna have that 6-cylinder engine. You're gonna be looking at Golf GTIs for this sort of money. You're gonna be looking at A35s. You're not actually, because A35s are gonna be more expensive than that. This is exactly what I'm saying. I can't stress it enough. I've said over the last couple of years, M140i for the price is the perfect car, perfect performance car, perfect daily driver, perfect little thing to get behind. True story. M140i, Viking approved. Go and buy one. He knows as well. He's on his way to get one.